Okay, Justin, Emma. We are on 5-3, I think. 5-3? 5-2. 5-3. 5-3. We're talking standard. 5-2. 5-2. Okay, you're right. I can't see. My line is through it. Standard on point slope form. We got through, I think, the other day on Monday. We got through example 5. And then yesterday we did some whiteboards that had to go along with this stuff, okay? So here's kind of your rundown of what we've done thus far, okay? So off to the side over here, by example 5, put these two coordinate points. Braxton, put these two coordinate points off to the side. We have 3 different forms that we've been talking about. One of them is slope-intercept form. That's the one that we use the most often, okay? Slope-intercept form. Partway down, we're going to do point-slope form. Point-slope. And then we have what's called standard form. Standard form. Standard form. Okay? Slope-intercept form, point-slope form, standard form. All right. When we're doing slope-intercept form, just really quick, let's write the equation off to the side over here. It is what?
Y equals x plus b.
Y equals mx plus b. Yep. Okay, so we have steps going on here. Number 1, the first thing that we do is find m. Okay, the second thing we do is find b. Then the third thing we do is write the equation. Okay, you boys, I don't want to hear you talking anymore. Shh. Shh. M. All right, what's your y2 going to be? 2 minus 1 over 0 minus -3. Okay, 2 minus 1 is 1. 0 plus 3 is 3. So the m is 1/3. All right, so now I'm at y equals 1/3 x plus b. And now what? Yeah, let's plug in numbers. Plugging in 0, 2 is going to be really nice. Some of you guys know the shortcut already, but I plug 0 in for x, and I plug 2 in for y. Oh, hey, look at that. 1/3 times 0 is 0, so this is 2 equals b. Now, final answer, I write the equation. Y equals, what was my m?
1/3 x plus 2.
1/3 x plus 2. Perfect. That is slope-intercept form. Correct. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Yeah. Anytime you see 0, 2. Now, Harper was asking me this the other day because we had a coordinate point that was like 2, 0, and she's like, oh, the y-intercept is 2. I'm like, nope, that's only if it's 0, 2. If it's 2, 0, you have to plug it in, and it's a little bit weird. So be careful with the whole 0 thing. Don't think that that's always the y-intercept only. The y-intercept only, the b value will be that number if the x coordinate is 0. Got it? Okay, that's how that works. All right, point slope form. Here's the skeleton for point slope form. It is y minus a number equals m times x minus a number. That's what your point slope form looks like. I don't like this. It's very unpleasant, but whatever. So if I'm given this information up top here, boop, 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 I'm going to first, number 1, find the m. Find m. Okay. Number 2 is write the equation. We said this one is a lot easier to write out. It's not as nice looking, but it's a lot easier to write out than slope-intercept form because we have to find the m and then we write it all out, right? Okay, so we've already found the m. The m was what? 1/3, right? So I'm going to put 1/3 in that spot, and then we have to write out the equation, right? And we have to put stuff in. Do you want to use 0, 2, or do you want to use -3, 1? It doesn't matter. Either way. Let's go ahead and use -3, 1. Sure. Okay, so we have, if we use -3, 1, I'm going to write this down here. I've got y minus 1. Don't forget the 1 goes in the y spot, equals 1/3 is m. That's this guy right here. X plus 3. There you go. And that is my point slope form. Perfect. All right, now, this is the tricky part. Standard form. All right, this was what we worked on a lot yesterday, and we did a really good job, but this can sometimes kind of be icky. So everybody watch. I want your full and undivided attention for the next 30 seconds because this can get kind of icky. Let's say I'm starting with this point slope form and I'm going to standard form. For one thing, standard form is something x plus something y equals your number, right? We want it in that format, okay? So first and foremost, if I'm giving it to me like this, I've got to put the stuff together and get the y by itself, right? So I'm going to distribute this 1/3 through. All right? So the y minus 1, he's just going to chill. What's 1/3 times x? 1/3 x. What's 1/3 times 3? Yeah, that's 1. Okay, now I'm going to, real quick first, I'm going to add the 1 over, right? So this is y equals 1/3 x plus 2. Oh, hey, look at that. That's the same thing we got up here, right? I just put him from point slope form into slope intercept form, okay? Now I want to put him in standard form, but the problem is whenever you have standard form, you cannot have any fractions at all. I have to get rid of this 1/3. So I have to multiply everything by 3, okay? Do you see how that works? So I have to multiply. Yep, so that will be 3y.
Then 1x.
What?
You swap it out and put it in, and then take it times 3.
Yeah.
We just do that.
Yeah. Oh, wait. 3 times 1/3 was 1x. What's 3 times 2?
6.
6. Now he's almost in standard form. Almost in standard form.
Subtract the y, x.
I've got to move the x over to the other side. So if I subtract 1x here, okay, the x goes first, right?
Negative 1x
So-
plus 3y equals 6.
Negative 1x plus 3y equals 6. This is standard form, okay? That was like everything that we did in a nutshell, and that was a lot of things, right? That was a lot of stuff. Okay? Good?
To find it, to change it from point slope to standard, you have to find.
Yeah, usually to change it from point slope to standard, I go to slope intercept first. It just makes it easier to do. Yeah. So really going from here to here is very easy, right? But going from point slope, you got to go point slope to slope intercept, then to standard form, okay? All right, so let's go example 6. Here we go. Write an equation in standard form, okay? I'm going to circle the words in standard form or box the words in standard form so I know what form I need to be in, okay? In fact, I'm going to write down what standard form look like. Something x plus something y equals a number, okay? So that's in the back of my brain. Like that's what the goal is. That's what I'm trying to find, okay? So here's what I'm going to do. Here's my 2 points, and I can't go straight to standard form. Let's go to like slope intercept form first, right? Slope intercept. Okay, slope intercept is y equals mx plus b, okay? If I want to put it in that form, what do I find first? What's number 1? Find m. Number 2, find b. Number 3, write the equation, right? Okay, so these are my steps. All right, I need to find m first using these two. How do I do that?
Negative 11.
Yep. y2 minus y1. Negative 11 minus negative 4. Yeah? Okay, over negative 6 minus 8. Yeah. Okay, on the top, negative 11 plus 4 is negative 7. On the bottom, negative
6.
14. The negatives cancel, so that is 1/2. Yeah. Okay, that's my m. All right, now I have y equals 1/2 x plus b, and I have to find b. How do I find b?
Plug in.
Yeah, you want to plug in 8, negative 4? Sure. So negative 4 equals 1/2 times 8 plus b. Okay, what is half of 8?
0. B is 0.
Nope.
B is negative 8.
Okay, if that's 4, then you got a minus 4. That's a common problem. So just be careful next time. Yep. Negative 8? Yeah. Well, that's fine. Like that's what I see a lot of people doing all the time. Okay? So B is negative 8. So finally my equation is y equals 1/2 x plus a negative 8 or minus 8. That's my slope intercept form. Yeah. Okay, now I want to go to standard form, but we cannot have fractions. So we've got to multiply by what? 2. All right, what's 2 times y? 2y equals 2 times 1/2 is 1x. 2 times negative 8 is, okay, and the last thing I have to do is
Subtract the 1x
minus the 1x over. So final answer?
Negative 1.
plus 2y equals negative 16.
You betcha. Now, question. That's exactly what they have right there, okay? Now, question. What if instead I had x minus 2y equals 16?
That's what I got.
That's what you got. How did you get a different answer than we did?
I moved
You move
the
the
x and y differently.
You moved the x and y differently. And that's totally fine, because you know what? If I take this whole equation and I divide everything by a negative 1, I will get this equation. So they are the same thing. Yeah. Now, this one might be nicer looking because here you have two negative pieces, right? You have a negative piece here and a negative piece here and only one positive, right? But here you have a positive here, and a negative here. So here's two positives and a negative. Here's two negatives and a positive. Does that make sense? But both of them are correct. They're both the correct answer. Does that make sense? Okay, so there's that. All right. See, like here, they got to this part and they said multiply each side by a -1 or divide by a -1. So x minus 2y equals 16. It's just changing the sign, the signage of everything. Yeah. I don't care which one. No. Sometimes they might say make your x positive. I don't really care. They're both standard forms. So, KK? Oh my gosh, do I want to talk parallel and perpendicular lines? Oh my goodness, there's so many things in here. There's so many things. Holy Moses. Nope. Okay, this is a whole nother different concept. There's so many concepts in this section. Holy moly, why did they do this to you? That was not very nice.
Because they don't like us. Oh, what is that? Only that.
You know what though?
Is that going to be on our homework? We have 9.
Yeah.
Oh. Never gonna remember this all.
Okay, let's do this. Let's do the check right here. And I'm going to save parallel and perpendicular for tomorrow because I want you guys to do a lot of stuff. Like, this is a really loaded section, guys. Okay? So, let's do the check to get one more under your belt. And then we'll save parallel perpendicular for tomorrow because there's a lot in this section and I want you to make sure you remember it all. Okay? So, here we go. You want to do it by yourself? You want to try it by yourself? Okay, try it. Okay? How about you do it? I will do it silently up here on the board so you can kind of check your answer as you go. And like make sure your steps are all right. But we'll do this one. Select the, okay, yep.
Guys, silent.
Shh.
What if I just guess it?
No. Oh, this is too easy. This one's too easy.
Huh?
Bro, what?
Bro, what?
I was not getting there. Was it 18 negative?
Oh, wait.
I was a junior when I started. That's what I got. It might be positive.
I didn't get there fast.
Don't look at mine. Don't look at mine. If you're not done, don't look at mine. If you're not done, don't look at mine.
I'm done, and I got the only answer.
Maybe.
Okay, did you screw up your slope? What was your slope?
-2.
What was your B?
36.
Nope. Because it's -2 times -9, which is positive 18, and you're subtracting 18.
Yup.
8 minus 18 is -10. That's your B.
That's why I messed up.
Okay. And the nice thing, why was this one so easy?
It's got nice.
You didn't have to get rid of fractions. Yes, we didn't have to get rid of fractions. You got it.
Alright.
What is
What?
intercept?
B is
The
negative.
B is y-intercept.
2B or not 2B?
So you find M, Harrison, then you find B. Then you write out the equation. So the whole equation for slope-intercept form should have looked like this. Then the only thing we have to do is move the 2x over, and that's it. Okay?
Like that.
I was confused. I put in different numbers, so I'm like looking. I'm like, I didn't get anything.
Oh, gotcha. Yep. There was no 18 in your. You plugged in 1 negative 12. Yeah, that's fine. Yep. That works. Okay. How about that?
I did it. Except I started with the wrong slope.
Okay, let's do one more together.
You want the homework?
Whew.
You do one of the homework.
Holy Moses.
I don't want to do this.
We did 2, 4, and 6. We number 16. I was like,
2 days ago.
Monday or 18, 16 or 18.
Why do you want to go so far out?
Because just like she had.
She's gonna give it to us anyway.
Yeah.
What?
Oh, you have to be nice, and then she doesn't give us as much.
12.
How about I won't even give you a story problem. How about that?
Yay!
So it's 8 and 10.
I love story problems.
Harrison, shut it.
Harrison, no, you don't.
6.
That's enough. No.
That's 20. That's 20.
No.
Is that what we need to
want 2
24?
pages?
We don't want 2 pages.
How many do we have? 2, 4,
That's a half
6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
That's a lot.
I'm gonna add 5 and 7 in there. Okay? Can I do that?
That's my selection.
How far are we going?
Okay. So 5, 7, 8, 10, and then 16 through 24 evens.
Can we do one of them together?
Sure.
We can have a lot of examples.
Wait, what? We're
5,
doing one and
7, 8, 10, 16, 18, 20, 22, 24.
I hate standard form. I have questions on 4 and 6. It's yucky.
What?
I have questions on 4 and 6. That's over half of the homework we had
We
last
did.
time. I just questions on
Were you gone on yesterday?
He was gone. He had wrestling.
Okay. I'll come help you. Okay. All right. Do you want to do another one together or no?
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
No.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
What do you got?
18.
18? Ooh.
What is 18?
Ooh. Write each equation in standard form. In standard form. Okay. Before we start, I'm going to write out what is standard form. Remember, what is standard form? Okay, so I need the x, y number. That's what I need. All right, 18. What are you going to do first to simplify that? Times the 3 through, right? So 4y minus 5x is just chilling. Equals. Distribute the 3 through. That is? Okay. You betcha. All right, now, how many pieces do we have right now? 5 technically, right? There's 2 over here, and then there's 3 over here, all right? I want the x's and y's over here, and I want the number over here. So the 3 can stay. He just chills. Okay? But I want both of these moved over here, right?
You won't bug your head.
You want both of those moved over here. That's fine.
We would subtract 12x and a negative.
Okay, so let's minus the 12x over, right? Minus 12x. Can I do this both at the same time, or should I just do it one at a time?
Either or.
Should negative 17.
Okay, so I've got 4y minus 17x equals negative 6y plus 3. Do you see that?
10y.
Okay, now I've got to move what's left. I got to move the y. Plus 6y, right? Because I want the x over here and the y over here. Okay, 10y minus 17x equals 3. But hold on, he's not quite in standard form yet because he has to go.
X plus. What?
Yeah.
I thought.
Yeah, you have to flip it around. It's
Well,
X.
it's not gonna change it though.
Right. You just got to switch the x and the y. And keep in mind that the negative goes on the 17, right? So the negative comes with the 17. The 10 is now positive, yeah? Or still positive. Okay, that was 18.
Oh wait, I forgot to write that down.
So you're putting them together in x, y number 5. All right, I'm gonna float around. You tell me what you need, or if you want me to come check stuff. But try your very, very, very best on this section. Okay?
There we go. I did it.
Lane, you want help?
20, so I get that.
I do too.
I think I did it right.
Okay.
And now I'm going to do this one.
Okay.
I don't want to have to find it.
Slow down. 5 and 7 were easy.
4.
You have to do one of those negative four.
Slope is y equals a negative b, correct?
For which one?
And then standard 5 is something x plus something.
Why do you keep saying it over and over again?
This one they want an input so form. So really, input so form, if I'm looking at this, all I need to do is find n. I don't need to just find the b.
I got negative 1x plus 3y equals
So smart.
negative.
Okay. Okay.
Yes. Okay, so you have y minus something equals 3 over 6 minus 3
Anna,
is 4
over
over 3.
3.
You want to plug this point in, that's fine.
So
have you done number 20?
So m is 4/3.
What did you get? Because I think that's all. Did you get correct? Negative 1x plus 3y equals negative 3.
people that I'm recording for.
Yeah.